Good morning, class. Today we are going to introduce Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is going to be about surface area and volume. Surface area is the amount of space something is on the outside of our shape. The volume of that shape is how much it holds in that shape of the volume. So you can see we are going to talk about surface area of prisms, pyramids, and cylinders. And we will also talk about the volume of a prism and volume of a pyramid. So how much is on the outside of a prism, pyramid, and a cylinder, and how much does a prism or a pyramid hold? So you can see in our first cartoon, I was thinking that I want the pagoda roof instead of the Swiss chalet roof for my new doghouse, because pagoda rearranges to spell a dog pal. Sometimes you're a genius. So we're going to be talking about how much space this will take to make this kind of roof compared to a roof like this. That's one of the things that we will be doing. In our second cartoon, you can see that he says, take a deep breath and hold it. Now, do you feel like your surface area or your volume is increasing more? And our cat just wants to breathe. So the volume is what's on the inside. So when you breathe something in, you're holding air in, and that is volume. It's on the inside of that. Our third cartoon says, Descartes, how would you like it if I could double the height of your of your cat food can? Kidney, you're kidding, right? And obviously he doesn't like kidneys. But what would happen if we doubled the height? Obviously we would probably hold more food. So that's one of the things that we're talking about. We're talking about surface area on the outside of our shapes, and we're talking about volume, about how much can something hold. So in order for us to be able to find surface area of certain figures like prisms, pyramids, and cylinders, we have to know how to find the areas of squares, rectangles, and circles. We just got done with circles. Area of a circle is pi r squared. So we're going to kind of review the areas of squares and rectangles. So you can see this one is a rectangle. We know that area equals the length times the width. I substituted 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. So the area of this figure is 21. In example 1, the length is 11, the height is 9. 11 times 9 is 99 square meters. In our next problem, we have a height of 8.5 feet, a width of 4 2/10 feet. And when we multiply those together, because the length times the width, we get 35 7/10 square feet. In our third example, we take 2/3 times 2/3, and we get 4/9, and that would be square inches. For the second thing that we are going to need to do today is we're going to have to find the area of triangles. And as you remember, the area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height, or base times height divided by 2. So in this case, we have a base of 6. We substituted 6 for that base. We have a height of 7. We substituted 7 for that. 6 times 7 is 42. So we're going to take half of 42, or divide by 2, and we get 21. So our area, again, is 21 square inches. Notice I say area is always square inches, or square feet, or something squared. In this next example, you can see that the base is 13, the height is 6. We can take 13 times 6 and get 78. We will then divide it by 2, or take it times 1/2, which is the same thing, and we will get 39 square feet. In this example, we have a base of 20. We have a height of 14. We take 20 times 14 and we get 280. We then divide that by 2 and we will get 140 square meters. In example 3, notice that this is a little different. This distance is not the height, but they have given us that from the bottom to the top of that is 15. This is the height. Notice that the height must always form a right triangle or a right angle when it does find the height. So in this case, we have to extend our base out. We still don't count this because the base is 30, but the height is 15. So we're going to take 1/2, 30 times 15. 30 times 15 gives us 450. And when we divide that by 2, we will get our answer of 225 square centimeters. So as a reminder, when you are dealing with squares or rectangles, you are going to take the length times the width or the length times the height, multiply those together, and your answer will be in the terms of square units. It might be square feet, might be square miles, might be square something else. When we deal with triangles, you will be using 1/2 base times height or base times height divided by 2. And again, you will get the same thing, square feet, square centimeters, something like that as well. For your homework today, you will be working on workbook page 183 and 184, problems 1 through 14. I want you to try it without using a calculator today, but I also do want to see how you set up the problems. So as you can see from the earlier examples, I want you to show me what the base is, what the height is, and show me how you got that answer. This will be due on Monday at the beginning of class. If you finish early, please finish up the iReady diagnostic if you have not already done so. And if you have done that, you may work on something quietly in your seats. Have a great day.